Cavies, it's Barbie. On this episode of Barbie and the Caveman, we're gonna make something delicious, but also something very special. Everything we're gonna make for dinner is going to be under 10 carbs for the whole meal. You heard me. That includes dessert. So tonight, we are going to do some grilled chicken with some beautiful herbs and spices, some cauliflower fried rice, and of course, some steamed asparagus with a lovely fruit dessert that you'll have to wait to see. So we're gonna start with some thawed free-range chicken that I'm just gonna cut into tenders. And of course I have my grill over here, my cast iron grill, up and simmering. So I'm just gonna cut them apart into these chunks, you know, just strips. And I'm just going to lay them on the grill. Now I'm alternating which end is the larger so that it can cook a little more even, because of course it is a cast iron skillet that's a grill that goes over the cooking eyes. So I really want to make sure that it gets nice and evenly cooked. So here we go. Here's the other nice piece. Now of course I have a cutting board that is solely for meat products because they get really weird about the cross-contamination thing. Really weird. Especially if you're using a wooden cutting board. Beware, beware. Yes, the cross-contamination can happen really fast and it is really ugly. Okay, so I've got all the chicken cut up and I'm gonna take you and show you the grill. So here's the grill, it just fits over the eyes, and you can see how I've kind of stacked the chicken with the larger parts facing the opposite ways. So then I'm just going to take some cooking spray or a mister and just put olive oil over the top. Then a little bit of amino acids. There it goes. Now these are coconut aminos. They're really good. They add a little bit of sweetness without any more calories. So I'm just going to drizzle that the opposite way over the top. And then of course, no chicken is complete without a sprinkling of garlic powder. Okay, so I'm back and the chicken is chugging along. Now I have grabbed the asparagus and I'm just going to, if I can find my knife, boom, cut off the ends of the asparagus. Now this asparagus is kind of dry, so I'm cutting it off all at the same level. Usually all you have to do is take the asparagus and bend it till it pops, and that's where, you know, the fresh part starts. So just going to put it in a basket down in the pot. And I have about a cup of the homemade vegetable broth here in the bottom of the pot. So I've got it on medium-high heat. Cover it and let it take care of itself. In the meantime, I'm going to grab my tongs and turn over the chicken. So of course it can cook evenly. Now this meal is kind of a meal in a hurry. So it works for weeknights, it works for pretty much anything, and kids kind of seem to love it. So I think we're on to something good. So I'll see you in a sec when I'm ready to start the fried cauliflower rice. I know you're gonna love it. All right, guys, I'm ready for some rice. Now, of course, it's not real rice because that would be too many carbs. So this is cauliflower, carrot, broccoli stems, and celery that I just put in the food processor and went like blah, and it turns into this. So I'm going to take my olive oil, do a couple of times, just around a skillet, turn it on, medium-high heat, and throw that cauliflower rice down in there. Then A little bit of amino. Probably about 2 tablespoons. There we go. Now I'm just gonna let it sit there and really kind of come up to temperature. And I'm gonna hop over and get a little bit of hot and sour sauce. A little bit of sriracha sauce. And an egg. See you in a sec. All right, we've got all kinds of great stuff going. So I am working on the rice, the cauliflower rice. So I'm just starting to turn it here in the pan. It's really come up to heat nicely. So I'm just going to turn it so that it can, of course, cover itself in the amino acids that we just added. Now we're also going to use the coconut amino acids. Now you don't have to, it just gives a little bit of sweetness without adding any more carbs or sugar. It's just that natural coconut sweetness. So I really like to add it because it makes me feel like I'm on vacation. I'm a little nuts, but you know. All right, now the asparagus is almost done. Going to continue moving the rice around a bit. Now in the meantime, I'm going to close my tongs and I'm just going to push on the pieces of chicken that are over here just to make sure that they're firm and not springy still. So when they are done, I'm going to cover them with a piece of aluminum foil to keep them hot, and the grill is now off and we're getting close to ready to eat. Coming up to temperature, I have some sweet and sour sauce and I have some hot sauce. Couldn't find any sriracha. Sorry. So you can substitute hot sauce anytime. Now, if we read the label carefully, one, I never buy anything that has high fructose corn syrup in it. So this brand does not, thankfully. So then it does say it is 6 grams of carbohydrate. But when you look at the net grams balanced with the fiber, it is only 4 grams of carbohydrate per tablespoon. So we're, of course, only using a tablespoon of sauce. Now, of course, sweet and sour sauce goes a long way because it is such a thick and taste decadent sauce. So just be aware that it's going to go farther than you think, especially once you add a little bit of liquid into the pan with the rice. And remember, we're doing fried rice, so we're going to add an egg too. All right, so now I'm just chopping in the sauce, the sweet and sour sauce, and now we're going to hit it with some hot sauce. And hot sauce has 0 carbs, so enjoy as much as you want. Drink it, don't. So, I like things a little spicy, so I went with about 5 hits of sauce. So, it's gonna be tasty. And again, just kind of chop it in to the cauliflower rice. All right, once it's incorporated, I'm gonna go to my aminos, and it is 0 carbs. 0. So, I'm going to put about 1.5 tablespoons over the top, just to give it another level of deliciousness. I'm going to go with about 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder and about 1/2 teaspoon of salt to help homogenize those flavors. And again, chop it in there together. All right, so let's check on our asparagus. Looks terrific. Yep, nice and gentle. So I just use my tongs, grab the basket, and pull them out. Shake, shake, shake. Here are our asparagus pieces. I lost 2 or 3, so I'm fishing them out of the pot. All right. Nice. So I'm just going to sit those there and finish up with the rice. I'm going to set the big pot off to the side so that I can utilize the larger burner. Turn off the back burner, turn the front burner up to high, and I kind of make a donut around the outside of the pan so that I can take my egg, crack it right in the center, mix it straight into the rice for that wonderful fried rice flavor. So I'm gonna give this another minute. I'm gonna start pulling the chicken off the grill, and I'll see you in a sec to plate. And we're back, and it's time! I'm so excited! I got my egg. I got my rice. Crack it right in the center. Compost it. Here we go. Break the yolk. Swirl it around. And start mixing it in with the rice. That's it. Let it cook. There we go. So now, as that is finishing up, I am going to plate. So I have my lovely dish here. I'm going to put my asparagus here, which is 2 carbs a serving. Going to get my grilled chicken, which is of course 0 carbs a serving. My rice is almost finished, which is also 2 carbs a serving. I have dessert, watermelon and strawberries. Watermelon has a little more than 1 carb in it for 100 grams of fruit. Strawberries also have just a little over 1 gram of carbs. So here we go. Dessert is served. And now, what's a good meal without a great drink? Well, if you ask, I deliver. Here we go. I have some cucumber slices and 2 pieces of mint. So I'm gonna press on the cucumber slices, drop them down in the glass, press on my mint, add them to the glass. Nice. Crack open a bubbly water, add that to the glass. Now, if you want to make this a little more special, a shot of vodka has 1 carb. So here we go. Fluffing up my rice with that cooked egg in it. Adding 1 serving to my plate. And here we go. Dinner is served. Low carb or paleo, still of course very plant-based, especially with the drink and the dessert. And I have to beg your forgiveness, it's not 10 carbs, it's 11. All right, from my family to yours, from my cave to your home, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Barbie and the Caveman. Bye, see you soon. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Bye.